So we're at one of our drainage water management research projects. This is a collaborative project that I'm working on with Dr. Muhammad Yusuf and a graduate student, Isan Bagarelli. What we have here is an automated control drainage structure. We call it the smart generation of structures. This work this year is being sponsored by the Corn Growers Association of North Carolina, and it's previously been sponsored by the Soybean Growers Association. This system is functioning right now for a corn crop, and it has the capabilities of basically looking at where the water table is in the field and making a decision of whether we need to drain excessive water or whether we would need to put water back into the system through sub-irrigation with this valve based on where the crop is in its growth stage and the amount of water that's predicted to be used. There's some new changes to the system that's being tested. One, we have an LCD display where we can make sure that the crop setting is correct, that the plant date is correct, and then through this display we can find out what's going on with the system as it's operating. You can go through this and see that currently right now we are operating in sub-irrigation mode, that the water table is below our threshold for the stage the crop is in right now, and that we have two senders, two measurement devices out in the field, which you'll be able to see from the drone video, that's actually sending the water table information back to this processor through this antenna. For the corn, we have to have an antenna that gets us above the canopy so that communication signal can come through, and it's received here. Right now we have two measurements. One is showing us from the first sender that the water table is 1.15 meters in the ground, about 36, 37 inches. And the other sender is showing us about 1.06 meters, which is about 34 or so inches off the top of my head. So we're trying to regulate that where it needs to be for the crop growth stage, and this system will do that, which is why it's telling us to be in sub-irrigation with the gates all the way up. Were we to get a big rain that put the water table at our critical threshold of being too high, the system would respond and drain that water out. So that's what's going on with this research data, and we're looking forward to being able to talk about the yield results coming up in the winter meetings.